Ahoy hoy, I'm back. Monday evening here in Melbourne, 4:20. Nice. Um, just finished up works and I thought I've got nothing better to do, so I'll play a little GeoGuessr. Not sure how long because I guess my baby will be waking up at some point. Got to talk to her. But I was having a look at some other maps to play and saw a varied world, which I guess I did play it once in the past, or a few times in the past. My best score here is 11,439, so I'm going to get in and see if I can do a better job of that. I'm not sure exactly, so it offers 105,000 hand-picked locations from around the world. Only official coverage is included, which I like. The difficulty varies. Blah, 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 blah. So, I guess I'll get in, see how I do. And I am very smooth-brained. I went live accidentally before. I was ready, so now I'm ready 100%. Hopefully my brain's locked in. Straight away I don't know where we are, so that's problematic. Rattan fence. And they repurposed a couple of front doors. That's nice. I guess we're in Europe here, but I'm not too sure. She's scurrying away. Doesn't want to be caught on the GeoGuessr car. On the Google car. Okay, got some plates here. Let's check that out. Okay, so I guess we're probably in Albania, I think. With the red on the plate there. Could be, I think Kazakhstan has that as well, but I'm not too sure. This looks more like Albania to me. I'm not sure about the water tanks in Albania, that's probably a thing too. Should probably look into learning some more stuff, but let's have a look. I'll just pitch it in there. Should be alright. In terms of where, I'm not too sure. Got some mountains around in the distance there. So let's go south of Tirana. 15 kilometers, that's amazing. That's a great start. 4960. Okay, I'm not intimidated by this map anymore. I did try and do some study on poles today, but it didn't work out for me. But this is a very distinctive one. It's got like a shackle on there and a pointy top. I don't know that one. Again, Europe, I'd guess. Looks like a little horsey playground here. Yeah, I think it is. There's a horse in the distance here. Well, that's kind of cool. I'm scared of horses, but that's pretty cool. In terms of the road here, the quality's not great. Don't know what to make of it though. Having difficulty moving as well. Hopefully my internet's playing along. I've had some troubles with that earlier today. I'm sure there's got to be traffic cone matter as well. I see different styles of traffic cones, but I don't know anything about that. Yeah, this is problematic. I'm not sure where we are here. A bollard could be helpful. The internet could be helpful as well if it would play along, but it's not. Oh, there we go. Interesting. Etensheet. Kind of looks French. I'm not sure about the Z here. Is this the Taco Bell logo, I think? Could be French. Some signage would help with France, or obviously a bollard would be a big help. Unfortunately, some other areas, that looks French, surely. That seems fine. I don't know any of these places though. La Basse, La Haute, La Grande, La Petite. That's cool, they got La Petite and La Grande nearby each other. Even regionally, I don't know France. Looks pretty flat, so I guess let's have a look at France. I'm sure there's probably mountains around Switzerland So I'll head Le Mans, maybe all the Le Havre. Could be all the Le sounding places are in a similar area, so I'll split the difference here. Try not to pick in a national park. That seems good. 129 kilometres, that's better than I deserve. It was near Rennes. Nearby Rennes, I guess. A little way out. 4663. Seems like an easy map. All white road lines. And Greece. Again, Greece. Got some mountains to the west. I don't think it's an island here. Seems more like mainland. I don't know why I say that. I just get sometimes island vibes, and I'm pretty good with my island vibes. It's a Greece bollard. You don't often see those, so I guess that's more supporting of mainland. And some mountains all around. Let's have a look at Greece. I think there are mountains in this South Island here. But I might go... there's mountains all over. That's problematic. Maybe I'll go down here. It's kind of hilly. I'll commit down nearby Megara. Okay, it was all the way north. That's a shame. South of Serbia. 4347. I still think I'm going to beat 12k or whatever I had. Red soil. Kind of swampy here. Got some eucalypts, which I think that's probably a South American thing, surely. Here's an interesting tree. Look at that one. It doesn't even look real. I don't think we get eucalypts like that in Australia, which I'm not suggesting this is Australia, but it could be, maybe. I don't think so. I think it's probably Brazil or something like that. These look planted, surely. Which I think that was most of the original eucalypts in South America, I think, were planted for forestry, so it kind of checks out from that perspective. I don't know, in terms of where in Brazil it would be. I hope this is not Australia, this could be embarrassing. But I think other red soils, something like Cambodia, which shouldn't have, is some signage, shouldn't have eucalypts, so some Portuguese would be helpful. Ooh, yes, that looks Portuguese. Something about accidents, I think. Something in case of accidents go this way, I'm not too sure. Where it is in Brazil, that's another problem. I'll go nearby Belo Horizonte. Okay, that was a pretty good guess for Brazil. 3,925 points. It was kind of closer to Campinas, Sao Paulo area. I'm not sure about the red soil distribution in Brazil either, so something else I could look into. Looks like white road lines here. Some ambitious overtaking going on. Kind of want to see the plates here. It's a bit dusty. I don't think that's a European plate. White road lines though, it shouldn't be the Americas. It's Russia, I think. That looks like a Russian bollard. Driving right, white road lines. It should be Russia, I think. The driving style, the chaotic driving style looks like Russia. I think they've taken to the dirt to overtake there. I'm gonna guess not too far from Moscow, maybe to the north of Moscow. No real reason except it looks pretty lush, and I think it's probably lush in that area. It was actually Ukraine. That was always an option. I guess the road quality wasn't great. Maybe I should have picked up on that. Yeah, it's not the best road quality, which I gather is a Ukrainian thing. 2,630, that's a shocker, but still, a new high score, 2525. See if I can get 22. I think maybe it's achievable. I'll give it a shot anyway. Something interesting up here. Oh, I thought it was a children's playground, but it looks less like that now that I get up close. Looks like some kind of gasworks or something. Don't know. Some language here might be helpful. Poster gas. Again, in case of accidents, something. There's a whole bunch of stuff you're not supposed to do here. It's like east. Is that Nice? Or just nice? I think it's east and west. It's kind of French again. There's much I do not know about France. Durix. Can't really read that. There's a flag here. I don't think it's a national flag. I don't think. It's a yellow front plate. I think in France you'd have yellow back plates sometimes. I'm not sure about yellow front plates, that seems a bit unusual. Let's check this car. Van, technically. We've lost it. So yellow plates could be Luxembourg. That looks very French though. It's got Nice or Nice again. Côte d'Azur could be the Blue Coast, I think. French is not a language I've studied, and I don't know where Nice is, so that's not very helpful. If it's near the coast, then I'll commit. I'm pretty sure Nice is in France, surely. Ah, here's Nice. It is by the coast. Is it the Côte d'Azur? Not too sure. I'm not convinced it's Nice, so I'll just plonk it. We're kind of in the mountains, maybe a little further out of Nice. Up here. Okay, wow, 1.6 kilometers away. I got a bit lucky with the with it saying Nice there, but pretty happy. Let's try and see what that was. Is it Air Solutions? I'm not sure. Something is going on there with pipes, but that's a really good guess. I'm happy with that. Even region guessing in Nice, I was pretty happy with. I've seen this before, but I don't recall. It's kind of they've grown up some plants and then cut them off to make a fence, which is pretty smart. Saves digging deep holes. Got some palms as well. Kind of concerning. I wish I'd remember where these fences are, because that would be super helpful right now. but very odd looking soil as well. I think this is going to be a stark contrast to the success of Nice. I feel like this is going to be a bad guess. I need something else. A house. Kind of could be Colombian, just with the paint on the house. And this grass roof, I think they do have in Colombia, oddly. I don't know why that's the thing, but if I could see some bird's nests up in the tree here. If I could see a car, the yellow plate's a big giveaway. This could be Africa. Here we go. There's something written here. Is this art school or something? It's kind of the last thing you'd expect to see here, but Art School Susan, I guess. That appears to be Spanish. Some tall children to get their handprints up here. Weirdly, I think maybe this could be Colombia. I'm not 100% convinced, but kind of 70%. I wish they had a car. I could keep going, I guess. I've got heaps of time, but I don't know what's... This is about... There's a lot of small birds nesting. Oh, and a mule or a donkey. I'm not sure the difference. A happy looking fellow. It needs a little more nourishment, I think. There's not much grass about for him. Nice patterning on the back too. The keeper. I think I'll go Colombia here. I'm 65% certain. In terms of where, it's pretty... not very mountainous, I don't think. I think we're a little way up though, so maybe if I can locate some hills. And it's quite dry. Not in a national park, I wouldn't think. I'll try up here. Nearby Cucuta and San Cristobal. Okay, it was coastal, which I did not get coastal vibes. Was this the round that had palm trees? Maybe that should have been a giveaway. 332, I'm glad I got the right country though. That's my streak, 2 streak. Crushing the country streak. This could be an island. It's not sure what region we're in. I'm struggling to travel here. Maybe I'll fast travel, that could help. I want to get to these buildings over here. Can't even fast travel. May have to NMPZ this. I should look around and see what's going on. It's a pretty basic pole. I don't think that's any help. It's like terraced rock walls here. All over the place. Someone's gone to a lot of effort here. I just want to get down here. Here we go, now we're travelling. Let's have a look at these poles. Not very telling. It must be obvious. Surely. It's got directional signs, but they're pointed away from the road, which is super unhelpful. Got some cacti as well. And this plate is blocked. A stone building here, which is kind of curious. I don't understand these signs. I think someone's been a trickster and turned them around. Pretty inconvenient. So you've got cacti. I guess this could be... I don't know if this could be Mexico. Some language. If I see some Spanish, I'm going straight in on Mexico here. Okay. Vivienda vacacional. This looks like it could be Spanish. I'm kind of concerned this is like a Spanish-speaking island or something. So at least we know there's water south, so maybe there's... I don't know about Ibiza. Guelica? Back away from that. Oh, I was actually thinking Mexico, wasn't I? I'd forgotten about that. I don't know, I think this would be more lush. I wonder if I just need a car or something, a bollard. I don't understand how people are getting around without cars in a region like this. Calle Jarian. So it must be Jarian. I'm sure there's probably a domain there, but I can't quite see it. I'm actually going to go Spain here. It could be Mexico. I think it's Spain. Just the dryness. In terms of the islands, I'm not too sure. I'm going to commit to mainland. Like a peninsula like this. It's probably a bit too green though. I'm stumped. I don't know. Should I look some more? Probably not. Just gonna plonk it. I don't know where. So it was an island. Was it Spain? It was Spain, technically. 1,796 kilometers away. I'd hope if I see this again, I'd get it, but because it's pretty distinct with the rock walls or terraces or whatever. But yeah, it's closer to the Sahara Desert than Madrid. So Funchal, I think, is covered as well. I don't know what that looks like. It says Tenerife, I guess. Palma. That kind of area, anyway, miles away. I've got the vibes on the country though, so good. At least I didn't go Mexico. It probably would have been closer. Probably not. So this flag I'm not familiar with. Could be Chilean. I kind of regret saying that out loud, but it could be. This could be the Atacama Desert, or it could be the Middle East. Try and get to these. What is with the travelling today? I think it's the internet is what's the problem, but... Driving right, that is a Chilean flag. Wow. Hopefully it's somewhere I know. Here's more like a Chilean infrastructure flag, sign. If I get a place name, that would be super handy. If the internet would play along, that would be also very handy. So, just have a look. In Chile, it's probably going to be this area. I don't want to refresh the map because It's going to throw me back to the start, I think. It took me long enough to get... Yeah, okay. I really don't understand why I'm paying for internet here. It's like the... Oh, Tacna. I know Tacna. I've been to Tacna. Do I know where Tacna is? Not exactly. Here it is. It's actually in... that's a worry. I've been through Tacna. I don't think I've actually been to Tacna. So if we're going north... Tacna's on this road. It's difficult to say how far though. Let's see if there's something else. I guess there'd be Eureka or something. So it looks like we are at the border. That would explain the giant Chilean flag. So going north towards Tacna on the border. Like, where do we come from? So this is the Tacna Road, I think. Does it? It doesn't curve around like that though. I'm gonna guess somewhere here. Ooh, 6 kilometers away. It's actually, this is the road, okay. It's like a... Wow, as close to the border as I've been between Peru and Chile on GeoGuessr. 6 kilometers away, that was good. Good awareness there, and having been through Tacna, at least I was aware where it was, more or less. So their motto is Nelson's Park School here, which is possibly, it could be New Zealand. In all things, seek the highest. Okay. So live on a mountain if you can. So I think Nelson is a place though. In New Zealand, which is why I think it's New Zealand. It's probably Nelson in a lot of other places though. Driving left, so that's encouraging. How about the giveaway sign? Yep, okay. Off Kennedy Road. Where is Nelson though? That's the next challenge. Nelson, there it is. Just need the Smuggler's Pub and Cafe. Got the Kennedy Road Dairy, which may or may not show up. Surely the school will show up though. Got Woolworths. It's kind of an interesting place, look at this. Looking for a school. Pix Peanut Butter World. I can't imagine how many hours you could spend at Pix Peanut Butter World. I'm definitely going to check that out in a minute. I think maybe a plonk here is probably fine. Did it say Nelson South? I think it did. No, it just said Nelson Park School. However, there is a field around there, so it's going to be associated with one of these fields. There's quite a few parks, so that's liquid laundromats. I don't know, I'm going to plonk it somewhere and look up Pix Peanut Butter World. Maybe nearby the Action Centre. Just plonk it anyway. Here. Here is fine. Okay, that was close. It was in Napier. Initially I thought it was close, but it was not. Why? School's out, Nelson Park. Why call it Nelson? These people. That's why you can't trust New Zealanders. Anyway, Pix Peanut Butter World. Is it a K? I think so. Pix Peanut Butter World. There we go. In Nelson. Hey, what? It says tour agency in Nelson. I don't understand what happened there. My brain is too slow to work out what is going on. It's like a bicycle powered peanut butter machine. A factory, I figured that was the case. What else? A display of Pix peanut butter. A giant peanut butter. Now I wish I'd gone in to have a look at that. That would have been good. Tour of New Zealand board game. They've got like an Airstream caravan, presumably selling peanut butter. Oh, it's like a toaster. It's a pretty cool place. I'm beginning to warm up to Pix Peanut Butter World. You can buy not so perfect peanut butters, where someone's dropped their watch in or lost a hand. The history of peanut butter making in New Zealand. Very proud of the peanut butter tumbler. Anyway, that was a good diversion. Very disappointed. It wasn't Nelson at all. It was Napier. 20k. That might have been similar to my first score, I think. It's probably... whatchamacallit, Nigeria. I think with the follow car, unfortunately. I wish they didn't have a follow car, because it is a bit of a giveaway, but I kind of need it because I'm not very good at Africa, generally. Wow. Either they've just bulldozed a whole bunch of houses or built a whole bunch of them. Some weird coloured soil. It's probably the camera making it look that weird colour, but I don't actually know where we are in Nigeria. I don't think it's Lagos, so I'll go actually all the way north near Kano. Okay, that was not a good guess. 551 kilometres away. Some car visible here, which, because I've got it on blur most of the time, I don't really know the cars. Except Kenya, the snorkel sometimes shows up. And Mongolia, the tent at the back, sometimes shows up. It's a pretty generic, just white plate. Some writing on this rug. No, it's just a pattern. When are we going to get the truck? We can't get the truck down there. That's a shame. Some lino. Is that a cross? I think it is. I don't know if that's a utility pole or a cross. I guess it's a utility pole, but it's difficult to say what this language is. I guess it's Cyrillic, right? It's probably in Kazakhstan? I wonder about north. I think in the south there's mountains, so that wouldn't really check out. I'm not sure what the north of Kazakhstan looks like. Probably a good thing they brought the heavy duty car. This pole's very distinctive, but I don't know it. Seems more effort than it's worth putting these, I guess they're concrete. I think it is a cross. Putting these concrete stumps down and then tying the pole on. It's like hook poles, which could be like Bulgarian style, but these posts are not Bulgarian style. This I don't know. This does look like a cross though. I'm just going to guess Kazakhstan. In the north somewhere, quite dry. Are there roads here? Yeah, something like this. It was Kazakhstan, that's good. Maybe subconsciously. There was a creek there. It did not look like there was a creek there. I guess subconsciously maybe that car. I've noticed it enough in Kazakhstan to have subconsciously known that that was the case. Some writing there which I can't see. And an old rail line. This kind of looks European, right? Kind of. Which way? I need some... Oh, here's some writing. Hang on. Top Qualitat. I think they're selling firewood. It's got Strasse here. I don't know if it's actually got a place name there. Maybe those are rocks. No, I think it's wood. So Europe checks out. In terms of if this is Germany, well, even if it's not Germany, I've got no real region clues. I've got a Mercedes. Some German cars anyway. This could be a place name here. Nope, it says Market Bistro Hotel. Motel, sorry. Nemetz Market Bistro Motel. I'm not convinced this is Germany though. It could be some other German-speaking nation. Country. I've got a wind turbine. That could be German. It's looking a bit nicer down here, so maybe it is German. Germany. Not too sure. I was hoping there would be a domain there, even though it's a car and can travel. A .de would have been helpful. Maybe I should just go to a major road and get like a place name or something like that. Or maybe I should just plonk it on the map somewhere north in Germany. Strasse, Wurststrasse. There's a kangaroo and a steak in the shape of a heart. How romantic. It could be Nemetz. I don't know where Nemetz is though. I'm not sure what the kangaroo's doing there. Oh, I think there's a domain. AT, okay, nice. So I guess like the German, bordering on Germany, Nemetz. It's not very mountainous, so maybe I'll go up here. I don't see Nemetz. I'll just plonk here. Maybe a little further away, actually. It was a lot further away. 112 kilometers. Was it Nemetz? Not really. It was actually Boheimkirchen. I thought it was referring to some kind of kitchen something or other. That's a shame. Still, lucky for that domain popping up. I probably would have gone north in Germany there, which would have been a disaster. Europe again. Not Portugal, by the looks. Some language. I think that says Achtung. This is Germany. I wish people would stick to their own language in their own country. Just for my GeoGuessr for the sake of my geoguessing. And then they've got English here. I'm pretty unconvinced that this is Germany as well. Here's something. Surely this will be helpful. Like a place name. I think it says Dortmund, which I think is in Germany. Munster. On the, is that on the A1 or? Can't quite make it out. I should just look for Dortmund. I'm not sure how easy that is to find though. I don't think it's a huge place, so let's check what this... Oh, I'm stuck. I want to get to this sign over here. See if there's some bigger place names, or names of bigger places. That's what I'm trying to... Just want to see here. I think it says Dortmund again. What about this sign? Can I go this way? I can. Nearly there. Should probably zoom back a bit. This is just Munster on the 61, I think. Johannesburg. The 2, the 33. Okay, that should be helpful. And the 61, the 2, the 33, and the 61. Here's the 2. The 39. There's Munster, I think, was on there. Yeah, on the 61. There's a 59. 65's up here. Is it 51? I think it's 61. This has 51 though. This is 58, 63, surely 61 somewhere. What direction is that? It's kind of like so if we're heading kind of north, it's kind of west. Okay, that's fine. That was my assumption, but wow, I really don't see the 61. 64. Could be time just to plonk somewhere here, west of Munster. Okay, we were actually in Bielefeld. No. Bielefeld? That's not too bad, 28 kilometres. Very happy with that. And next... Okay, I think this is a waffle pole. It's like a... I'm trying to remember, they have them in France or Belgium, perhaps? I cannot remember. Belgium's a problem for me. Mostly I forget Belgium exists. Apologies to Belgium or Belgians. Kind of looks... Maisons is French for houses, I'm pretty sure. Certainly looks like French language. There's like 2 blue strips here, like Italy. I think I'm going to ignore that. Should I ignore it? Could it be Italy? Yeah, maybe. I don't know about the waffle pole though. It's got a blue strip. I think this is probably France. Surely. Ville de Voiron? And they've got a chateau. I guess this is France again. I think that says private. again, I don't know where, in France. And the internet's quitting on me again, which is problematic. So, here's a major road, or a more major road. Does it have any signage? Here's a French bollard, just in case. I skipped out on those signs because I think they're pretty small places, so it's probably not going to be hugely helpful. We've got the bakery, of course, patisserie. A French crossing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Striding guy. Yeah, I'm not too sure regionally where this is. I'm not going to spend 7 minutes looking for it. So, it's kind of a little hilly, but not super hilly. I'll go north of Lyon. That was alright, 81 kilometres. It was actually close to Grenoble, nearby the national park here. Chartreuse. 21,772, is that a new record for me? Yes, it is. That's not too bad. Blinky, of course, has the top score. 5 minutes, a bit slow. A year and a half ago. A year and a third ago. White centre lines. Got crop circles. It's kind of cool. Wind turbines, a ton of wind turbines. Driving right, which is pretty typical. Not sure if they've got a front plate here. You'd think so, but yeah, just generic European, I think. This is Poland. It's based on the L. And they do have a crop maze, I guess, in a cornfield. Oh, it's Labyrinth. That's what it is. I'm not sure what it has to do with UFOs or biplanes, but Swozwo could be the place. I don't know. I'll just plonk it somewhere in Poland. Unless, I don't know if Swozwo is a place. It kind of sounds like one. There's Radom. I thought it said random, but so we want farmland like up here. Nearby Plock. No, it was nearby Puck. Okay. Oh, that's the place, I think. I think that was listed on the sign for the corn maze. What a cool sign. Very cool. I would have looked it up, but I'm not exactly sure what the place name was. So here we've got Spanish, but then this U's kind of a bit unusual. As is the O next to it. It could be stylized, but does that say Agencia de Police? Surely not. This could not be a police station, surely. Very mountainous. Concrete road. Looks like a private road, though. Got bananas. What a strange place. Octagonal poles? Spanish. It could be Mexico. Just based on Spanish and octagonal poles, I think are Mexican. Surely other places as well. Let's check out some more stuff. That's a pretty generic sign, so that's not too much help. It's got these cabbage palms as well. Let's go check out the bus shelter. I wonder if this is Guatemala or something. Surely the post would be painted, I think. kind of a puke green, formed in concrete, so it's very sturdy. Plenty of seating, like double-decker seating, which is good. Kind of a bit precarious to get to if there's traffic, but I like it. It's definitely worth 7 points there. Yeah, this is Mexico with the chubby arrow. Geo Marlin, how's it going? I was just doubting myself in Mexico here. I'm not exactly sure where in Mexico. It's kind of an odd place with some mountains, some pretty dramatic mountains. I won't stray too far from Mexico City, I think. There we go. It was west of Oaxaca. 509 kilometers away, that's a bit of a shame. It's kind of an interesting, a varied world. It is very varied. Now I've got some problems here. They've patched the road recently. And that's an interesting, it's a bicycle. I've seen this bicycle style thing before, I think in a couple of countries, but yeah, I thought they were a meta for Mexico, the octagonal poles, but I wasn't like 100%. It's actually got English here. Loweed Seminar and Event Farm. Surely in Europe with English. I don't know about the UK though. This seems very odd for the UK. What about square concrete poles with dots all the way up? I think that's the thing. Is this Belgium? Eventually it's got to be Belgium, surely. Or not France again, surely. I think that's a, I don't know, I thought a wooden pole, but maybe not. It's kind of hard to see with the sun behind there. No, I think that's another concrete pole. What about the cows? I don't think they're British cows. I don't think this is the UK, surely. Could it be Ireland? It's got chimneys. It's got a holy pole. Kind of. Let's try to see if this is like a Portuguese pole. I don't think so, no. I think the Portuguese pole has sections and holes through. I'm thinking France or Belgium here, but it's got to be Europe, so I don't know that looking at the plate's going to help too much, but it kind of looked like they had blue on this side as well. I think that's just the trim of the car. The only reason I don't want to go France is because I've had France before. There was English on those signs, which is kind of suspicious. Now I can't go any further. Yikes. Ah, good point. Yes, blue. That helped me out before, the blue stickers on the poles. I just have a recollection of, like, the pole with the dots all the way up could be Belgium. Not too sure. I'm not sure why there's English on there other than maybe it's tourists going to the business farm. I'll hedge towards France. Okay, it was nearby Bruges. That's a shame. 184 kilometers away. Nice to get Belgium though, and then this could be, I guess, South Africa or Botswana. Let's see what this sign says. Tea tree food. Interesting. I hope this could be Australia. Hang on. Grocery, hot food, coffee and fuel. That kind of sounds like Australia. See some bollards, or this sign here. Yeah, this looks like an Australian. There's an Australian flag and a police station. Tea tree, and there's a bollard. It wouldn't surprise me if the fuel was $8.88 a litre. Kind of want some. I'm sure tea tree's a place, but not one I'm familiar with. Very red, so I guess this is Western Australia or something. Or it could be nearby where I grew up. Just like central Queensland, central North Queensland. What are they selling? Nothing good, Carlton Mid. I think I'll go back to the highway, see if I can get another town name. Yes, the bollards as well. Everything Carlton Mid, I'm sure they're not selling in South Africa. Don't know about this road. Looks pretty patchy. Hang on, what about this? Is that a Stobie pole? Surely not. Oh, I think this is actually like Darwin or something. It's not Queensland for sure. That holy pole, I've seen it somewhere before. I just can't recall where. Whether it was in Western Australia, like up near Carnarvon or something, or whether it was Darwin, like this area. I think over here maybe. It's probably Western Australia with the red soil. I wish tea tree was more visible. Not a Stobie, no. I got gulled by, there's like a moulded pole in New Zealand, which looks like a Stobie. Okay, it was Northern Territory, that's a shame. And there's tea tree. Is there anything of interest around tea tree? The Way Out Bush store, the airstrip, food barn and accommodation. Wow, that was 1,800 kilometres away. North Australia, yeah. I thought I saw one over in Carnarvon the other day, which, because I thought it was Darwin, and I clicked Darwin, and it was not nearby Darwin. And it was very disappointing. Look at this road. Actually, there's yellow on the pole here. I'm not sure if that's a thing. Can't read what it says there. Something about electricity, no doubt. So this is Turkey. Nearby a lake. I haven't had good luck with lakes in Turkey. I think that's Turkey, I hope so. Not... I think some of the shared characters between Turkey and... I forget. Like that sea with the tail on it. I'm not sure. Just second guessing my Turkey guess here. I think it's okay. Last time I had a lake I picked somewhere over here and it was not. Best check what side of the lake we're on. We're on the southern side. It's kind of a small lake and a minor road. It's not that windy. Baltic maybe. I'm going to stick to Turkey. I think I should probably, with the European plate, go close to Istanbul. It was closer to Istanbul. That's a shame. 95 kilometres though, pretty happy with that. 19318, going backwards. I think my brain, after work and whatnot, it's kind of a little fried. Some pink flowers and birches. Look at this for an A-frame house. That's special. I haven't seen such an extreme A-frame before. And we've got mountains over in the distance there. One thing I'd never paid attention before, but like the giveaway signs and things, apparently in the Baltics have the rolled back, like the metal's kind of rolled around to the back, which I'd seen it before. I'd never put it all together that that was a Baltic thing. I haven't actually used it yet. I only saw it on a video today. In terms of where we are here, not too sure. Possibly some Alps or something there. Not super big mountains. It's kind of interesting having all this high density here though. Let's check the car plates. It says just Europe, it's not Portugal or anything like that. However, look at this. It's probably Bulgaria. That's a chunky pole, and I think it's a hook pole. This one isn't. I don't know. I'm backing away from that. Ulica. I should know where Ulica is. This is like Czechia or something. I'm not sure. I cannot commit to memory where Ulica is. It's a crazy building. It's got to be architect designed, surely. Actually, Ulica. I thought I'd resolved it at some point, but now I've forgotten. Yeah, it's the word for street. I think it's in a few places, but I don't recall which. I mean, there's always a way of cheating. It's like, about Czechia. I just thought with the Zs with the hats there it could be, but I don't think Czechia uses Ulica. It doesn't even label the roads. It could again be. It could be Baltic or something, like Latvia. No, there's Ela. What about Lithuania? I feel like the mountains look further south than this though. Here's Lithuania. They've just got a G. Man, the internet is struggling. What about... I did think it could be Bulgaria with those poles. I should probably check that. But I don't think it has Ulica. No, I just can't quite remember. It's like... not Hungary. This is not the way to play the game. This has UL, which I think stands for Ulica. But I don't know if this could be Croatia, surely not. Slovenia. It's always Slovenia, in my experience. Not in this case. Well, I feel like I'm going to lose... I'm on a streak of 15. I feel like I'm going to lose that here. Unless I can quickly remember. where Ulica is. Maybe it's Croatia. I don't think this is Croatia though, surely. This is all the way north. Are there mountains anywhere? Or what about North Macedonia? Yeah, I think it's Croatia is probably the best guess here. What about Albania? It is usually Slovenia. I have bad luck with Slovenia. I'm gonna go Croatia. Montenegro. God. I shouldn't give myself this much time. It's like, it's bad for me. Having 10 minutes. Yes, really. You've been to North Macedonia, that's cool. Do you live in Europe? Because I feel like there's a huge advantage in living in Europe for travel. Like Australia is the worst. It was Slovakia. It did have the Zs like Slovakia, I just forgot about it and backed away. It's not obvious that they use Ulica though. Here's some very vivid yellow road lines. Alto, okay. And Spanish, I'd presume. Gee, the coverage is not great. And what else? There's a bunch of mountains to the west. Looks like people have dug out these hills, but maybe it's natural. It's just someone standing there. Creepy. What is this? That kind of almost looks Cyrillic. I guess it's like beer, but I'm not familiar with it. This is like cask wine. No, it says Cerveza at the top. I'm not familiar with that one. It's suddenly got a lot greener. What about place names? Health centre. Cabo Pulmo. I'm not sure that that's actually a place. Las Cuevas. It is in Mexico. On the 1? That is unexpected. Oh, it is. Cabo Pulmo is a place. It looks like they had snorkeling there, so it's like... Man, look at that for an intricate telegraph pole. I think they had tamales here, if I'm not mistaken. They're selling bananas. Yeah, they got tamales. Watermelons, bananas, pumpkins, tomatoes. What a cool place. And they've just got like bedroom furniture. Could it be on the 1? That seems a bit suspicious. It doesn't look like a major road. Where even is the 1? Normally the 1's like the major road. Here's the 2. Oh man. It's going to be some minor road somewhere. What's my vibe? It's dry. Maybe nearby Mexico City. Surely the 1 runs through Mexico City. Here it is. This is not what I was thinking. I was thinking somewhere a lot more coastal. Still, it says the 1, so I don't think this is it. I want to get... How far is the one going here? Yeah, Baja. I don't know, I'm kind of stuck. They've got the one here. I think it's a very bad choice to go on the one here, but I have to go with it. I don't think this is the one, surely. Yeah, look at that. You nailed it. I should have committed. And there is the one here. I should have just checked to see if they had the one on Baja. 10 points. 10 points. And that was more like the one that I was looking for. It was a bit more major than... It wasn't a major road, but a lot more like that. Sort of very ad hoc kind of telegraph poles here in Kenya. I wish the snorkel didn't show. There's no way I would have gone Kenya here. I don't know too much about Baja, but I didn't get that vibe. Where do they put Kenya? A completely different continent. I guess it's kind of red. I don't know where it's red. This is not a sealed road, so I'm just going to plonk here. A little further west. Not actually sure about coverage in... Oh wow. It's almost coastal on the C27, off the C27. Well, that was a bad guess. Was it? It's quite lush, I guess. Yeah, I just didn't get a coastal vibe here. Disappointing. Anyway, can probably close down Pix Peanut Butter World. 426 kilometers away. That's probably the worst guess in Kenya I've had. And now this is trouble. Still looking for like the perfect map. I think a community world's quite good, but I guess if you knew poles, that would be kind of helpful. I think he's riding left here. Hopefully he escaped the water. Problem is I don't know vegetation very well, or roads or anything like that. And then the only other thing is telegraph poles, which I haven't... Ah, here we go. This is riding left because it's Japan. No, Thailand. Oh god. My face is glowing. I think the dot pole was Belgium and Thailand or something like that. Something odd. I felt like that was a bit of bait. I haven't seen that in Thailand before, I'm sure. I think it's going the wrong way for Japan anyway. An arbitrary world. I think there's a few that I'm interested in playing, but they suggest like playing no moving, which I could do, but it would be very boring. That was a bad guess as well. Again, coastal. This is probably Sweden, I guess. Do they have the poles? Actually, it's Finland. I haven't seen the black pole. Was that a pole or was it just the fence? No, I'm pretty sure that's a pole. Normally they're orange, but it looks pretty frosty. With the red houses, I thought Sweden, but I think that pole's got to be Finland. It definitely, sometimes I play non-moving, especially if the internet craps out. This is a lot easier not to have to move, but don't like that last round. I don't think I would. Frick, it was Norway. I thought Norway had the pole with the band in the middle. That's disappointing. Okay, so no moving here. It's I can't even tell. Is that a yellow road line or white? It's not Bhutan. It's probably Colombia or something like that. Now let's check. It's orange and black. I'm not familiar with. I think it's all white road lines. Yeah, I kind of got gulled in there. I don't think this is Mexico. Let's check. It is Colombia. Oh my gosh. Maybe I should play more no moving. NMBZ. I think it does help not overthink it anyway. It depends how accurate you want to be as well. If you move like me, you can get within 500 kilometers, so that's brilliant. So red soil here. I'd have to say Brazil here, surely. This is not Australia. I got sucked in by the red soil before. It could be Cambodia, but I think it's probably Eucalypt or something. I'd definitely say Brazil here. In terms of where, I have no idea. I didn't realise the red soil was so widespread. The last one I had with red soil was right nearby Sao Paulo, I think. Yeah, it was around here. Less stressful. Yeah. Oh god, Maranhão. I think, okay, so I can probably get the countries most of the time. This is Australia. Probably, it's difficult to say. A lot of Queensland, New South Wales and Victoria looks similar. I'd say this is probably New South Wales. I'm going to hedge south towards Victoria. It was north. It was nearby Barrington Tops National Park. Interesting. So I'm doing no worse NMPZ than I am moving, so with these regional ones, this I have no clue. It looks tropical. I think there's palm trees in the background here. Yeah, I don't. Rich brown soil. I think the sun's actually east, so that's not much of a help. Yeah, I don't. This kind of round, I just has cultivated plants here, so they're not native. But these palms surely are. I don't think it could be Europe or Africa. I don't think it's South America, it's probably Asia. I'd go for... There's trouble. But what about... It's not India, surely. See, this, I have no clue. I'll go Cambodia. Is that a octagonal pole? Northern Hemisphere. From this view, I thought the sun was actually east, but I think it's actually in the south here. This octagonal pole. This is where I get stumped because I don't think this is Mexico, surely. Just actually still don't know. It could be Mexico. Maybe it is. Is he riding left though? It's more like what was my guess? Cambodia. I don't think it is. What have they got here? Cows, I think. It's definitely an octagonal pole. The corn's not doing so well. Probably needs a little more water. If it's Mexico, I'm going to be so mad. Colombia. I think the house looked more Colombian, for sure. It's kind of the same region. So this is probably Russia or Ukraine. It's got birches here. Just something about the scape, but I can't really explain it. The fences are quite weird. It could be... Do they have hook poles in Russia? Probably. These look like dashes. Or Dutches in Russia. What about the road quality? It's kind of a dirt road. It's hard to say that it could be Ukraine or Russia. It's kind of whatever I pick, it's going to be the opposite, I think, in this circumstance. My thinking was Russia, so... I think if they were fatter, Bulgaria, but I don't think Bulgaria would look like that. It looks quite cold. I'm going to go... Should I check the car, actually? So this is when you... Hook poles in southern Germany. One time, I discovered hook poles were in Bulgaria, and now I'm like completely sucked in by that. So they're driving right. Yeah, I don't think it's. I think it's set up for right-hand drive, so that's fine. This can't be a good score. 13,000 going backwards. I've actually got to take a whiz momentarily, but I will be back shortly if you want to stick around. I'm back for a little bit, probably half an hour or so. I'll have to leave. Interesting. So I didn't mean to zoom in. So it's like an Italian or an Albanian? Oh, Austrian maybe. Slovenian? Gosh, gonna have to have a look further. Not Italian, because that's all black. It's like Slovenian, I think. But I think they also are in Austria. Kind of inclined to go Slovenia because it's never Slovenia until it is. Just not sure with Slovenia whether the reflector's longer, I think. Sometimes a bit difficult to tell. I should have probably just continued onto the language there. And then the signage here, I'm not sure if that's an official sign. Because I think Slovenia normally they'd have like oh, thanks for the follow, by the way. It's YouTube's a bit more difficult to see when the follows come through. I'm just gonna go Slovenia because I always get it wrong when it's not Slovenia. It was. Nice. I feel like I'm getting better at recognising Slovenia. The signage I thought would be yellow though. So here's an interesting one. It's got like miniature dashes on the outside, which I'm not familiar with. They've got a bollard up there. I'm going to have to zoom. It's like New Zealand or something. There's a lot of sheep, which certainly would be New Zealand. Very flat here. Pastoral, I guess. I don't think this is like a typical New Zealand bollard, but it couldn't be Turkey, surely. Could it? DeWitt Specialty something. It's got yellow front plates. Is this the Netherlands? Didn't... I think it's got to be the Netherlands. This flat. With yellow plates. Front plates, not back plates. That couldn't be New Zealand. The sheep surprised me. These road lines are very unusual, and the bollard. I didn't realise... Now that I'm thinking back, I didn't realise Netherlands had a bollard. I'll plonk it. Hope for the best here, but I'm not like 100% convinced this is Netherlands. Where would they have farmland? Out here. Past the wall. Oh, wow. South of De Waal, maybe it said. Oh no, it said De Witt on there. South of De Koksdorp. I've never seen this island before. Just want to check the bollard. I just didn't realise that. Oh no, that's pedestrian crossings. Oh, that could be handy. But I wanted to see the bollard for Netherlands. Okay. Wow, I've never come across that before. Oh, you've got a channel as well. I'd definitely check that out. I'm definitely up for a collab. The only issue is my tech is pretty crappy. So I'm hanging on by a thread here. Absolutely. I'm absolutely up for a collaboration. I'll message you afterwards, I think on YouTube or something. But yeah, they do look like Turkish bollards. I don't think I've ever come across a Netherlands bollard before. Or sheep. I guess it's typical of the island or something. It'd be good to do some cool collaboration. It seems like you know a lot more GeoGuessr than me, so that could be something to leverage. I've got palms here. The painted building, kind of like painted for Colombia, but I think this is Asia. Probably Bhutan. No, it couldn't be Bhutan, surely. It'd be mountainous. So the left-hand drive, it's India. Oh yeah, I'll friend you on GeoGuessr. That's a good idea. I don't know if this is India or Bangladesh or Sri Lanka. Surely that wasn't a flag back there. There's this pole. Some interesting insulators on there. Left hand, I think surely it's got to be... It's not a typical Indian... Cool. Let's copy that down. On 3 of 5. Exit out after this. If it's India, I have no idea other than maybe south. Yeah, okay. It could be Bangladesh. Or India with this language. There's something odd about this for India, but I'm not sure what. I'll go Bangladesh. Probably near the water with the palms and things like that. That was not too bad. I'm happy with that. And then now we've got a ton of information. No hawkers allowed here. This is where I get stumped because why have they got so much information? It's like Indonesia or Malaysia. It's Malaysia. It's like the Batu Cave area or something like that. Which I forget where it is. It's somewhere near a party. I'd like, if more people were tuned into my stream, a party would be fun. Because I did do a party with one person one time. It was great. I did a lot better than I thought. I forget where the Batu Caves are, but I think it's not too far from Kuala Lumpur. It just reminds me of that area. Guess. Nearby Ipoh. That's a shame. Quite close to the red brick kitchen. And then what about this bollard with the grey reflector? This kind of reminds me of Australia. It could be New Zealand. I think those are just Australian bollards. They're just washed out. Probably a cricket field here. That could be I'm not sure what that is. I'm gonna guess in nearby Sydney again. Maybe a little further north. Oh my gosh. It's probably about 20 kilometres from where I live now. Anyway, I just wanted to back out. Here. 22189, that could be... how do I add a friend? Search, here we go. Add as a friend, very nice. I disagree. The backs of the Australian bollards, they normally don't look that washed out. Although, like the last time I drove, varied. I'm kind of liking this varied world, but some of the locations are a bit... What's going on? Like when I was younger, although we didn't, travel around too much from state to state, but all the posts were how, how what's happened? Why can't I get into any maps? Is there another controversy? Because one time I was on stream and I was trying to get into a community world. It didn't actually show up, and it was over that controversy where the World Cup was going to be somewhere where they do human rights violations, Qatar or something, and a lot of map makers withdrew their maps. I had no clue about it. Okay, world map's working. Why is the page not being found? Yeah, a map blackout. Surely that's not going on again. Maybe. I think with the blackout though, it didn't show in the search. I wonder if it's my internet. Maybe I'll just... I don't have much longer left, so maybe I will try and get country streaks and MPZ. My best with moving is 13, so that's shocking. Well, no moving. I'll do no moving. So I think this is Scandinavian, right? I thought there was a little hammock there, but I don't think so. I'm not too sure about this. I think it's got a blue strip for Europe. I get a Scandinavian vibe. I'm willing to be proven wrong though. Ugh, missed it. Missed it by one. So this would be like Canada or US. So vivid lines here. More birches. It's a very tiny front plate. I think this would be US. Just by how huge that car is. Is there a dog in the back? I think maybe that's a dog. Is this broken? That can't be Finland. Oh, go on, how's it going? Going pretty well. I moved back from Vietnam to Australia in the last couple of weeks. So it's gone from like 32 degree days to 15 degrees Celsius. But the weird thing is I'm trying to get into maps in GeoGuessr and is this Italy or something? Yeah, it's winter down here at the moment. Oh, that was Greece. Yikes. It's probably Kenya, is it? Ghana? I'm not too sure. I'm so bad with Africa. It's like a holy pole. And more donkeys. It's like the second donkeys I've seen today. It's probably Kenya with the redness, I guess. I'm not sure about that car. It didn't have a snorkel, but... Wow, I suck. That was Senegal. Retransition's not great. Absolutely zonked. I couldn't bring the baby here, or my wife at the moment, so... I'm at a loose end, so I'm just playing a whole bunch of GeoGuessr at the moment. Not improving, so that's encouraging. But, it's a bit unfortunate for my wife. She's having to look after the baby all the time now, so... Still, It is a very good baby. Don't know why this one's a struggle. I was trying not to move, but I'm not really at the stage where I can 100% come up with an idea. I lack imagination sometimes. It's with I missed the crossing, but I don't really know crossings that well. It's like Scandinavian again. Yeah, I think that's trying to remember. This couldn't be Finland again, surely. It'd be like the third Finnish round in. Oh, it was Estonia. That's what the crossing was about. But I was trying to get into some maps, but they're not loading at the moment, so I'm not sure if there's an issue with. It's coming up as map could not be found. So I'm not sure if that's my internet or whether there's like a blackout on maps or something. Very unusual. But I can get into the official like streaks and stuff like that. It definitely could be my internet. It's like the worst. So here, driving right, just me. I should probably finish up the stream soon anyway. I checked out one of your streams the other day. The skill gap between you and me is... Hey, there's yellow center lines. Is astronomical, I'd call it. It was cool though, I enjoyed it. I'd like to check out some more streams now. I've got a bit more time on my hands. More eucalypts in Brazil. I don't actually know whereabouts. There's like some palm trees here, pretty tall ones too. I'm gonna hedge, not quite Amazonian. Estancia Chuva de Prata? I'm not sure if that's a place. Let's go in North Mato Grosso. Oh, it's streaks. Why am I even trying? Okay, that would have been a poor guess anyway. Just got a message from my wife, so this is probably going to be when I fail on this streak. I'll finish up for the day. I might actually come back later today before I go to bed, because it's fun to play GeoGuessr. I'd like to be better, and the only way to get better is to keep practicing. Unless there's some drugs I can take to make my brain remember things better. These are really unusual polls. I've not come across these before. I don't think. I surely have, but... It's like a double concrete. Kind of wanted to check out... the car's gone now anyway. I wanted to check out the plate on the car. I'm sure it's probably Europe somewhere. It's pretty foggy. Are they growing cabbages or lettuces? I don't think I've seen lettuce coverage before. The yellow on the pole there, I'm not familiar with that. I think I'm going to have to plonk this, unless there's a bollard up here. There is... Oh, okay. I don't know what that language is. It's a strange place. Sud for south. Oh my gosh, there's time. I'm used to 10 minutes on the timer too. I don't know, actually. Not Poland. Hungary? No. Switzerland. Yikes. It's happening to you too. That's interesting. Maybe it's their servers or something. Joe Marlin. It's kind of confusing for everyone because I've got Twitch comments and YouTube comments. But I'm going to have to finish up now. I'll get in touch, Geo, about a collaboration. That sounds like fun. Hopefully we get our maps back at some point. But I'm going to bounce now. Talk to the baby, and I'll be back at